The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. There he goes, right side. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Howell, first play, going to throw it. And incomplete to open things up. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Howell from the gun. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Now a 2nd and 2. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Falcons at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close 1-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ritter going to change it up. Ritter completes this quickly, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Ready?
Robinson up the middle. And shutting him off now open field. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, a run with Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the counter, Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. from the 41. Here's 2nd down and 2. Once more, Gibson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having the lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run through, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll run with Gibson. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Commanders first down.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And that's going to be incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job of smothering as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now a 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Got an open man at Schwartz. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to the ground with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Ultra. Go ultra. Check.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Yellow. Blue. Ready.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Escapes the defender. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Ready?
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Ultra.
Ritter off the play fake. Steps away. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On play action, here's Ritter. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
For the Falcons field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Cowboys back down to 4-9, 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurt yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
Even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Well, the pass rush has been real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They've given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, We got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go, Pete. Ready, ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. This one left side, caught by Patterson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Fly, 10. Blue check. Go red.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Go. Ready.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Yellow, go. Smash, red. Red, cycle. Set.
Ritter throwing on third down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, there have been stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's Hal to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. Gibson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Next to score, Commanders 41, Falcons 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little going back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st down, Ritter. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Montez Sweat with a tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Ritter. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much, and you forget the other options that are out there.
They'll go play action. Howell. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Katie.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And the tight end goes in motion left. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They dial up the call. It's that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they go play action with Howell. That is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Ready?
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
White. Glasses, stay. Ready, go.
Here's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
We have one big call left. Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Ritter wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders, and they are going to win this football game. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A handoff running left is Gibson. Down the right sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Make a play here. All right, take it to him.
Back to throw. Ritter. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Ritter looking to throw it here. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Ready. Ball's ready. Hey, blue, black ultra.
A final shot now for Ritter. That one deep for London. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're
point them out, 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 watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I